What's good, YouTube? That guy Nary here with another video. Today, we got some lore. We got some lore we gotta catch up on. Um, this specific video, I've been seeing it everywhere, every platform, specifically Facebook. Every time I go on Facebook, it's like an ad of this whole this is what we're gonna be watching today. So, I mean, I have my opinions on it, but I'm gonna hear it out. So basically, it's called how what is it called? How this 500-pound woman ruined her life in one video. Okay. Eating Slim Jim. Not Slim Jim, I'm eating beef jerky. If you know, you know. Okay, let's get into the video.
Insane lawsuits on this channel. People poisoning goats, people poisoning children, stars of Degrassi spiraling. I mean, we've truly seen it all. At least I thought that was the case, until I read about a woman who goes by the name Dank Damas. She is the person who was told that they could not get into their Lyft, with the driver's works cited being that she was too large to fit in the back of his vehicle.
Yeah, I got no space, Mom. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you
Okay, right there was a problem and a simple solution. And she goes out her way to, drag it to something that it doesn't even have to be. He explained, he in a apologetic way apologized and said sorry, letting her know she can't fit in his car, asked about the money, and he said he'll cash app her and she won't be charged. So what's the issue? Why are we still dragging it?
telling me I can't
Yes,
get
I
in the
mean,
Lyft because I can't fit in your car.
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in a car?
so this right here is just a lack of, awareness. Like, the car isn't the problem. You are the problem. I'm not holding back on this video because things need to be said. You will get to that point in your life when you're that big, you should not be questioning someone on why they think that you can't fit in your car, in their car. It's their car for once. I mean, they can refuse service. Whether you like it or not, they can refuse service. And you're big. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So you really telling me
Oh my gosh,
I'm
she
too
sent
big
it
to get in your
3
car?
times, bro.
So they go on to argue for around another minute, and I think he even tells her that his extended reasoning is that she would have the car riding too low in the back, and that his tires couldn't take it.
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
He said Discount Tire closed 2 hours ago, chick. Beat it.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Not everyone is as big as you. I'm not gonna lie, you might hold the record for, you would have held the record for being the biggest nigga that got in his car. Let's be real, like, you're not a normal, you're not the typical big bag. You're the super, super big bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL is for.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Now, I would say it's safe to say that we've all been involved in a situation where we thought we could either set up or straight up sue a large company. Maybe you took a slip and there was no wet floor sign. Maybe they served you a rat head at KFC. Whatever the hell it was,
Cool.
most people do not go beyond that initial thought to initiate litigation. But for this woman, I think that she was so outraged when it happened that she pulled out her phone to share it online. And when she did, a lawyer must have smelled that blood in the water. Like, I think at this point, legal firms might just stalk TikTok looking for situations just like this. He knew it would likely be an easy win against someone like Lyft, who provides service to the entire public because they need to maintain a good, inclusive image. I mean, this thing is likely heading to
It don't matter what the severity it really is. If, for example, if I see someone with a gun and, that act as a threat against me, I can refuse their service to not be their Lyft driver. So if I see someone that's big, which serves a threat as my car being my job, if I'm doing Lyft, my car is what's making me, let me see something right quick. Yeah, if my car is what's my transportation to help me feed my family, you are a threat to my car. So I have the right to refuse service. So I'm just like, I'm kind of lost, like, on why people are looking at it as in like, oh, he's discriminating. Like, that's not the case. Like, that's literally his only transportation. I mean, he's clearly doing Uber to make money. What's she going? If she got in his car, his tires blew up, his car, his car gets destroyed somehow. If she has went as far as trying to file a lawsuit because she needs money, she's definitely not going to go as far as providing him money for his car if something happens. So, what's the problem? It's like,
to Settlement City before
bro,
a judge even sniffs the freshly printed papers. But before we get into the lawsuit, I need to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, or and you
nobody
have
trying to hear all that,
to
man.
major
Sponsor me.
companies. Bristol has
Sponsor me,
destroyed
or
personal days, even local brokers, PN, about this girl back in the day.
okay.
Eddie Moss met with these lawyers. They did an entire photo shoot, as a matter of fact. And I can't lie to y'all, these dudes look like lawyers you would have seen in the back of the Yellow Pages catalog back in the day. Regardless, they are moving forward with this lawsuit, and they even did a couple of spots on Fox and ABC News.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know?
Deja Blanding tells us she was just
Be for real, my nigga. Like, you're literally, bro. Look, unless you get in a she ain't fitting in that car, boy. Well, she about. I'm not body shaming by any chance, by any way possible. I'm not body shaming. I don't have nothing against bigger people. Know what I'm saying? But it's just like, there's big people who know they're big and want to make a change, and then there's people who just see the world as being the problem, and they're just the innocent one. Like, bro, where's the self-awareness? Like, this whole lawsuit, like, yes, she's literally said, go as far as saying like, oh, it's your fault basically, but not once has she taken accountability to say that, yeah, I know I'm big, but at least try. Like, she's not, like, she's going as far as saying, I've been in smaller cars, I know I can fit in there, I never had to use an Uber XL, I always get in small cars. Like, bro, where's this? Like, come on, bro.
just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
The kicker part was when he started to talk.
Right, because the nigga is in his car. It's dark outside. It's dark outside, and sorry, it's dark outside, and the car has a tent, and you can definitely see the nigga looking at you a certain way. Like, she walked up with her phone, like, already recording, so that's already, like, fishy. It's just, I don't know, situation's weird, but I'm here to listen to see. So, there's always two sides to one story, so I'm gonna
I'm
hear
like,
her out.
oh man.
She already knew.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face.
And listen, it's hard for me to blame the guy for being skeptical. There are actually a ton of pictures of her both in and out of cars, and even driving a car where her stuff.
Okay, clearly this narrator is naive to the point where he's just calling these cars. These aren't cars. Notice the common denominator with all the cars she's taking pictures
In the
in
face.
And listen, it's
are SUVs.
hard for me to blame the guy for being skeptical. There are actually a
Oh,
ton of pictures
bro.
of her both
One,
in and out of cars,
two,
and even driving a car
three,
where her stomach is affecting the movement of the
four.
steering wheel. I mean, all I'm saying is there's definitely an argument to be made here for the plus-sized vehicle.
Dude.
Imagine you pull up in the smart car and you see her coming.
Convert your audio and video files into
Is that
accurate
real?
text transcripts in seconds with Turbo.
No way that's real.
Imagine you pull up in the smart car and you see her coming.
My body right now is like my mind don't know that I'm this big.
See? That's the lack of accountability shit I'm talking about. Like, your mind don't know what you are a grown woman saying that. Like, bro,
Mine does not know that I'm this big. So I be feeling like I can do everything. So when I walk in the gym, I feel like I'm fit.
I mean, the sheer fact that she is most likely to get awarded millions of
it's fucking
dollars
delusional.
for this, to me, is an absolute joke.
She better not win this lawsuit, bro. There's no way. There's no way. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a lot more people doing this now. A lot more people doing this now. I mean, obviously she's not the biggest. She's not the only big person on this earth, but the situations anyone can be put in this situation where they can file a lawsuit. If that's crazy, bro. I'll give y'all another example. If I'm 8 feet tall and I drive a a cube car, I have the right to deny service to, you know, the person who wants to, book with me if I feel like they're not gonna fit in my car. So it's not even like body judging at that point. It's just stating the obvious.
It really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is
Okay, I don't mean to keep pausing it, but she said she has, been in smaller cars. I can bet you that she cannot go on her Lyft history and show cars that she has been in that's smaller than that. If she can go as far as doing that and showing her other services of how other Lyft drivers have, provided her service, I think she will win this lawsuit. But I feel like that is what's like that proof right there alone, I think she would be able to win the lawsuit. So if it's not being shown already, then like y'all really think she's fitting in a car smaller? Like be for real. Gets to a point.
a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same under the law. It's
Your mental belief versus your physical appearance is not a good correlation, yo.
the same.
See, even
This
he
is not a
himself
lawyer.
knows that it's not the same thing. Slip in the phrase under the law right in there. Like, for instance, if someone were to tell me, hey, get your Mexican ass out of my car, for no reason, yes, I might have a case, but I just don't feel like they're on the same level of discrimination. Either
Exactly.
way, if the dude really felt
He's
like
looking
it
out
might
for
have
his
been a
car.
safety concern
He's not okay. To be fair, right? Because this is another factor. If racism was a thing, when you're in Lyft or Uber driver, before the driver actually can accept the person that's wanting a ride, they can see a picture of them. So if racism was the thing, and he didn't like black people, he has every right to deny that. So in that state, when that's the case for everyone who does Lyft, if you don't like black people and you decide to do one, you can't refuse them service because you accepted it. If he saw her picture and was fine with how her just her face looked, and he was fine with her, she's black, that's not a problem for him. He's just trying to get his pay. And she gets to the car and she's that big. He has already thrown out the window how much money he's gonna be making from this order because his car is gonna be more expensive if something happens, and she's not gonna cover it. And if it was, Lyft would not have covered this lawsuit if he sued her if anything happened to her car. So, that's just smart
for
decision
him,
making.
or especially for her, I would think that he would have the jurisdiction to make that decision, especially since the vehicle is his property. Also, in this
Literally.
situation, he was about as nice as he could be in delivering the message. And come on, she was heading to a Lions watch party, so this man did save her from a night of disappointment. Jared Goff. We all knew he couldn't do it.
Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight.
I asked him, what do I have to do with your tire? I was embarrassed, and I feel some type of way about it,
It's just kind of hard for me to believe that she is embarrassed when she chose
Literally, she's embarrassed. She's verbally embarrassed by something he told her, but she walked out the
to blast this on social media and has been using it as basically
promo. Literally, she's been promoting on Facebook. It's literally been sponsored ads now, bro.
promotion for her business, which is being a rapper. She actually
She
sounds
won't make it far
decent.
if we have some self-awareness. I gotta give her points for that. Hold on. I gotta give her points for that. She said, I'm fat as fuck, but I'm pretty. Okay, she's self-aware.
Decent. But she has been trying to get on for over a decade, so maybe she sees this as a way to also have
This is 7 years ago. Oh my gosh. This is her 7 years ago.
her big break moment,
What?
which makes me think this is more about clout and money than feeling embarrassed.
Yo, I'm honestly just tired of these skinny bitches coming for us. You bitches be 130 fucking pounds. You small back ass bitches, leave us the fuck alone.
If anything, she's just begging for much more ridicule to be thrown her way because the internet is a ruthless place that will tear you apart.
From a legal standpoint, it seems like obvious discrimination. The Elliott-Larsen Act, which is Michigan's Civil Rights Act, specifically protects people from weight discrimination.
Didn't have to pay for extra for Uber XL.
Now this is where things get a little bit tricky. There are certain airlines that make someone pay more for, or even comp them a free seat when they go over their size limits. I will say in this case I do think this is more of a rare situation, because no offense to her, but there aren't that many people out here walking around that are this size.
It really isn't. It really isn't. You know, a lot of people her size, you know, they don't even walk. Like, they just sit in the house all day. So I respect her for, you know, at least having some, you know, physical, you know, physicality in her life, being her size. But you can't go around farming for money like that, bro. This is the fucking second clip I've seen of her falling. She fought. So she's a clip farmer now
Around
as
it
well.
are this size.
Okay, how do you fall in flat tennis shoes? Okay, the heels was reasonable, but okay.
Here's what Lyft had to say.
Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in a community where everyone is treated with equal respect and mutual kindness. Our community guidelines and terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination.
Now this has been a heavy debated topic online, as people share various pictures and videos citing them as reasoning for why she should not be suing Lyft. We start seeing music videos popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now she's in the trunk, like.
Just imagine being this car driving by, wondering what the hell is going on.
I like to get physical. I like to sit on people.
Sometimes
and,
you gotta
know?
take a risk, you know?
I can't wait to rub this baby oil on you. I'ma get all in the creases.
She does seem to be serious about her money. I mean, her name on Instagram is Paid Fat Queen after all, and that's fat with the PH, by the way, YouTube guidelines. She says, I only got time to drink expensive water after speaking so much to fight for what's right. I'm too focused on what's important, less infatuated with who's bothered, too busy moving like the boss I am. I am a queen. Enjoy my internet.
No, I respect the hustle, but like, you get that money and like, that's not gonna stop your weight problem, you know. Rapping, you know, it can get people far, but you know, people in that physical like situation, like that stops your rapping career. Like, for example, Dave Blunt. Dave Blunt says he's a, you know, he's an up and coming artist, but because of his physical, you know, appearance and how big he is, you know, he's been hospitalized, you know, lack of traveling, you know, eventually like it all takes a toll, bro. And like, even if that's what you want to do, if you want to be a rapper, nothing wrong with that. But when those situations happens, then what? Because if you've been being like that for 7 years, like it just seemed like you have never put any effort in to care about your physical appearance.
And she even made a song about this shit.
So dang, how do you feel about the allegations that has been brought to you over the past weekend?
Nigga, I feel like I don't give a fuck. Next.
Dang, dang, dang. How do it feel to be the spotlight of the city?
I've been the spotlight. This ain't shit new.
She wants to be famous for the wrong reasons.
Ask me something that's gonna piss me off. Next.
No, this isn't being the spotlight of the city. It's really just taking financial advantage of a corporation and also playing the victim. Which I'm not saying I'm always 100% against, but all this extra shit really just makes her look foolish. Like, if she would have just posted the one video and then just kind of went about her way filing this lawsuit, I don't think that many people would have cared. But it's so obvious that this is about something more than getting actual justice. And honestly, it takes away from people in the future who are actually being discriminated against. So it's not some noble thing. I actually find it very selfish. Now enjoy this AI someone made of her actually getting in the car.
And she's in.
So yeah, between her and this other rapper named Dave Blunts, who goes out there and has to perform sitting down, attached to an oxygen tank, I don't know what's going on out here in the rap game, but of course I do want to know y'all's thoughts down below. Do you think she will win the lawsuit? Do you agree with her in the situation? Either way, I do want to thank you guys for
I feel like it also gets to a point when you get to a certain size, like the gym can't really, like she has to put in the hard work and dedication. You know, if she didn't want to do that for 7 years, you know, it's going to be very unlikely that she's going to be doing it now. If she wins a lawsuit when she wins $1 million, she's going to be able to do whatever she wants to. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm making this YouTube video right now because my end goal is to, you know, entertain people and make money from it one day. And I understand that if she's been trying to make music to entertain and make money for years and, you know, hasn't really took it off, and now she's taking advantage of the opportunity, I respect that. But right is right and wrong is wrong. It's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys like it. We out.